1. Hey, you guys, Blessed YGO, and we got
Brooker.
Brooker. He's my first deck profile in so long since the last time I was at Indy. I did my deck profile, and it's hilarious. The last time I was here at Indy, I topped with Brandon Chimera, and I finished x1-1. No, last time I finished x1. This time he played the same exact deck, not the same list, but Brandon Chimera, and he finished x1-1 this time out of a 9-round regional. So you want to talk about your rounds or shout-outs first?
Yeah, first shout-outs to my roommate Travis. Mason, Matilla for not coming, thank you, and Team Wakanda.
Yes, sir. Much love. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I'll talk about my rounds a little bit first before the profile.
Sure.
I dodged Lab. I dodged Pure Branded.
You're a monster.
I dodged Flu.
Yeah.
I played one monster. Fire.
Yeah, you're an absolute beast. In a room full of fire, I can testify. Yeah. I played 9 rounds, and 6 of my rounds were fire. And we had the same record almost all day.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that you dodged.
Yeah, I was scared I was going to get paired up against Pure. That would have sucked. I played against pretty much everything else that you can think of, including a Cyber Dragon deck, no side deck, sadly.
That's wild.
Yeah, some Chimera and stuff.
Okay.
I lost to the one fire, actually.
All right. So the one fire you played, you did lose against. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll get into it.
For sure.
I played Dragoon.
Yes,
so
sir.
That's my Albion play. I play the 1 Tau. If you know, you know.
Yes, sir.
And I play 2 Albez. And then we'll go into this package. It's 2, 3, 3, 3, like normal.
Yes, sir.
Unless you're playing Runic, then I guess you play 3 of the Fiends.
Yeah, the big wing.
And then hand traps is 3 Ash, 2 Crow, 2 Nib, 3 negates.
So now this is the most controversial part that I was going to ask you about the deck, because everything else is much, the 9 monsters you play, they're all pretty standard.
This is a hand trap too.
Yeah, that is a hand trap. Can I ask you why you played these hand traps at 2s in a certain amount of numbers? Was it for cross out, or was it just because you didn't feel like? So go ahead and I'll let you explain.
Yeah, so this deck bricks as soon as you put a 41st card in it. So in my opinion. So yeah, I had to make cuts, but I wanted to keep enough in for the crossouts in the side deck. And I'll explain why I don't like crossout in the main deck in a little bit.
For sure.
But yeah, so I wanted to maximize on the most generic one, which is Ash. And then this as well.
So what about Crow? A lot of people are going to have questions in the comment section about Crow. If you want to answer about Crow, and then if you want to explain what this card does for the people who don't know what it does.
Yeah, for sure. So this is pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, the Crows, what was I playing before? I think I was playing more Imperm and more Nib. But I learned that in the VV matchup, there's a couple points of interaction where I want to use Crow, and it usually wins you the game. So versus Bestials, if they tribute the Herald, or what's it called? The Diviner?
Diviner.
Yeah, if they tribute the Diviner, you can't Bestial them, but you can Crow the Diviner so they can't use the effect. It's like when you dodge Graph with the BA stuff.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah, when they detach. So there was that, and I thought VV wasn't a super great matchup.
Okay, how many Voices Void did you actually play against today?
I played against 2.
2?
Yeah, I beat 1 and I tied the other one.
Tied with 1?
Yep,
okay,
yep.
For sure.
So this also has a couple points of interaction against fire, but usually just having hand traps isn't even good enough against fire to begin with.
Yep.
That's just a whole other thing.
Yeah,
and then we have this guy.
All right.
This guy put in a lot of work, actually. Even when he was the only thing I had. So what it does is when your opponent declares an attack, no matter what the monster situation is, how many you have, you can just summon it. And then it's an illusion, so it doesn't die by battle. And then at the end of the battle phase, you can trigger the effect. And it negates all of your opponent's attack position monsters, and they can't be used for anything except for ritual summons and tribute summons. And until the next battle phase. So it's a lot of
that's broken.
That's a lot.
It's pretty broken.
It also makes the VV guy back down to 2050 or whatever, so he's easier to deal with. One thing that did happen was my opponent found a way to get rid of this, okay? During the battle phase. They found a way to get rid of this before the end of the battle phase. It went to my graveyard. I had a Chimera Beast King in my graveyard.
Yeah.
So I just used it to bring this back. And then I triggered it again because it's not once per turn.
That's nuts, actually.
So, yep, that was actually insane. So that hopefully explains the hand trap situation.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then
we've
got the branded fusions, of course.
Yes, sir.
3 fusion. I side one out sometimes if I think the pattern calls for it. I don't want to call this a regional top, but last time I topped a regional or had a profile, I played 1 of this card. and I did it again today. I don't like 2. I don't even like it in this deck, but it's a necessary evil because sometimes you need to dig that 6.
So quick update on standings for you guys. He said he didn't top because he got 10th place, but he was only one of the few x1-1s to not top, actually. But he had the same record as everyone else who topped, which is why I decided to give him the deck profile. Plus, he was only 2 spots off, and he played really well today.
I'm just hard on myself, that's all.
Yeah, he is, guys.
I play this card because it's good, and I don't want to end my turn after I get ashed. And then I play 1 talents. It's kind of the same reason I play one pot, because I don't want to brick my hands up. That's my luck. I mained a Duster today because I saw that Galgando deck floating around, and I didn't want to lose to anti-meta game 1.
Yep.
And it's good against other stuff too.
Correct. That would definitely be in my side deck after today.
And then this might be controversial, but I played these. These are the last 4 cards in my deck.
I think these cards are really important in the meta right now. Do you want to explain Book of Moon and how good it was and why you thought you would play it today?
Okay, so Book of Moon today was okay, like at best. I played it over Crossout because I thought Crossout was terrible going second, and I thought I would lose a lot of die rolls. So I wanted a more versatile card going first. It still dodges hand traps, right? Like the spot negates. So, and you can still fuse with your guys, so there's that. And then it's also Baron bait when you're going second, which Crossout cannot do. And that did come up, but I still don't know how I feel about the book.
Okay.
It was fun playing Book of Moon in a deck. I wanted to judge this regional, actually.
That's hilarious.
But they were full, so I played my fun deck.
That's hilarious.
That's the main
and here
deck.
we are.
That's the main deck. That's 40 cards.
Nice and clean.
Yep, I'll go into this extra.
Yep.
I played the 1 Typhon. I had 1 opportunity to make it, and he ended up calamitying me, so I didn't. Play the Dragoon, obviously.
Yep.
I play this for a card in my side deck.
Oh, you played Sanctifier.
Yep. I've got the 1 Rinbrum for the brick, for when you brick, the fusion. 1 Mirror Jade. I upped Albion to 2 because I like that card. I think it's really good. You can make it with lots of different stuff, so it does a lot more than people think at face value, in my opinion.
Correct.
This one, same thing, but not 2. 1 Chimera. I almost wanted to make a second one today, not enough to play 2. And then I played this. I made this against Manadium. It was really good. He targeted my king with something, and I just like chain fused with it.
Yep.
And that was that. Never made this. This might get cut in the future, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I thought about it once, and then I made this instead. So I don't know. And then these are the kings I played.
Yes, sir.
I killed someone with this once, and that's pretty much all I need to explain out of that. Everyone knows the rest, right?
Yep.
Let's go to the side deck.
It's funny, when I topped with this deck here, he was like, all I did was summon that guy. I didn't go past my 1 turn. Like, if I went second, I didn't go past a turn.
So, actually, I'll explain one more thing out of the extra deck. The 31 guy. I ran into a mirror match today that wasn't playing this, and because he didn't have room because he needed Hugin and stuff, but I want to recommend to anyone not playing it that maybe you should play it for one specific reason, because most of the time when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you're just trying to crack boards, and this makes it so you don't have to do that.
Yep.
It just comes out of nowhere and kills them.
Yep.
After you bait like whatever you need to bait.
I've literally attacked into a Baron 4 times.
Yeah. Yep.
It's absurd. it's actually absurd.
Okay, side deck. I played these. I thought about playing like Red Resonator, right? But I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to, I actually will side this in if there's like, even if it's not in time yet, if I think there's going to be like 3 turns, I think that this card can make your opponent stop playing at certain times. And I think that means something. That means something good. But I didn't even activate it once. That might get cut. I don't know. I
Maybe for a board breaker that you can draw as a 6.
Yeah. Let's get into this. I played these in the side deck. They came in when I went first, and then I also had this for that, and this.
Yep.
And it was pretty good in the mirror match too. And we got a Wang Hu for Flu. That never came up. I hard drew this one time and summoned it against fire because I bricked, and he had the field spell, so all his guys were at like 2,000 or whatever. It didn't
Hate to see it.
didn't do anything.
Hate to see it.
This is the Sanctifier target I played today. I just wanted them to think that Branded Fusion was bait, basically, so I could go straight into the Jaugen play instead of trying to do other stuff and get impermed or whatever. So I just did that. It was pretty good. One game, I was playing against Vivi, I think, and they were able to go out of their way to negate its effect, but then I just fused with it and cracked their board they were trying to make. So that was pretty good. I played 2 Evenlies. That came up and was really good. I also bluffed Evenly today, and that was pretty good because he activated all his stuff. That's a good way to bluff or to make your talents alive.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I was never good enough to have both of those things, so whenever I had talents, like half the time today, it was dead.
Especially if you were losing the game anyway.
Yeah, especially that. And then this thing.
We're not going to talk about that card.
Yep.
That's
That's
it. All right, Toph. Anything else you want to say about the day?
I had a lot of fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh today. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I didn't think I would enjoy this format like as much fun actually as I'm having. Like, I actually have a lot of fun beating up the fire decks.
Yeah, it is fun.
It is fun because they always think they win. You're like, they full combo. You're like, I'm gonna normal this out, Bass.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
I got some stuff.
I'm not scooping.
All right. Well, what's the next event we're gonna see you at?
I was trying to go to Raleigh, but I don't know if I can. So Nats for sure.
Nats for sure. No YCS Indy.
Oh yeah, I'll go to that.
I was gonna say it's right down the street.
I'll go to that. I'll be here.
All right, for sure. So great job today again, bro.
Yeah.